with Pastor Jerry and Miss Debra there. How about giving us a little introduction for them?
Well, I would love to do that because, you know, we got started and hello, Miss Debra and Mr. Jerry. We love y'all. And I guess I'll go ahead and continue. But, you know, we got started with the business and then Debra was introduced to Plexus Slim, and I'm not going to steal her story. But I really didn't want to invade too much in her other business she was doing, so I kind of waited for her to call me, and as soon as she did, we all headed up to Ackerman. I heard Sheila telling the part about how she drove. She loves to drive, thank goodness, because I did not give up my teaching job at first, but I did take a day off, and we drove up to Ackerman and helped Debra get started, and I consider Debra, Sheila, Ronnie, myself, we're the core four. We were the first four Emeralds. We have had an unbelievable time, and I think on the next Emerald trip, we're going to steal the mic, and the four of us are going to tell you about the best first ever Emerald trip that we took. So it is amazing. You know, we'll do that, and because it's a really funny story, but I wouldn't trade it for the world. Debra and Jerry are awesome people. They're both Diamond ambassadors, the first Diamond couple in the company, and just I can't say enough great things about them. It just, you know, it just all fits into place. It's just one big family, you know, with Sheila and her husband, and actually they picked us all up when we went to Arizona. We all flew out to Arizona together, and we've just ridden in limousines together and just flown in hot air balloons together, and that'll be another story. Yes.
I've heard that story.
Yes, yes, but they're just amazing, and I'm just going to turn it back over to you, Linda Lynn, to introduce and to take over the fabulous Lawson couple up there in Ackerman, Mississippi.
Thank you guys for being with us today. Taking the time out of your Saturday while Miss Debra is unmuting her microphone. Just want to tell you guys I appreciate y'all's inspiration for us and everything over here in Pensacola too. We've heard lots of stories, different stories from Sheila about you guys and y'all's adventures. So thanks for joining us today and taking time out of your Saturday.
Have a great day. Thank you.
Bye. Miss Debra, there, you got it. There you go. All right. Now, I understand that today is your birthday. Is that true?
It is true. It is
well,
true.
Happy birthday.
Thank you.
I'm not going to sing because that would be embarrassing for me and detrimental to everybody's ears.
That's okay. I have already had some great birthday wishes already this morning, and had someone to come to call and sing to me. And it was a privilege.
Awesome. Well, I am so glad that you guys joined us. For those of you guys that don't know, this is Pastor Jerry Lawson and his lovely bride, Miss Debra, both Diamond ambassadors, like Patty said, for Plexus Worldwide. Now, who was Diamond first? Was it Debra or was it Jerry?
Oh, it was me.
We'll let you have that thunder there. Very, very cool. Well, tell us a little bit about your story, Debra, how y'all got started with it and everything.
Well, thank you. Well, you know, I simply got into Plexus. I was looking for a way to lose weight, and that was it. I needed a way to lose weight. I've tried every kind of diet you can imagine. I mean, Special K, cabbage soup diet, all you can eat cabbage soup, and after one day you've had all you can eat. And I've tried Slim Fast, and oh my gosh, Slim Fast tastes really good with chocolate ice cream, 2 scoops. I have tried the diet pills. Jerry's taken me to get the Fin. Oh yeah. So I've tried everything, and my urgency of wanting to lose weight was that my husband had become a diabetic, and we were scared. The income that we had was my husband's, because I had chosen to stay home and do ministry work with him, which I absolutely love. But that left us living in the church's home and one income. And so I knew that I needed to do something, and I didn't think anyone would hire this fat and 50-year-old lady. So, fat and 50. So anyway, wanted to find a way to lose weight. Someone mentioned Plexus Slim, and I'm thinking, you got to be kidding. Do I look like I got sucker written across my forehead? And I must have, but I thought anyone who would eat cabbage soup could definitely try Plexus Slim. So I tried it. Well, Jerry tried it with me, and I didn't read the part about the blood sugar. I was just more interested in the weight loss. So lo and behold, we started seeing a difference. I started losing weight, and Jerry started losing weight, and of course Patty tells that I called her, and I think I did, but I really think I always tell it that she called me, but I don't think that was it. I called her, and we were just talking about it, and so they came down and they did a couple of parties for me, and got up and spoke like they do so well. Love the Cuevases and love the Medinas. They're awesome, awesome folks. Lifelong friends there. But anyway, I had a business. I mean, a business was born in that short weekend. In fact, I got so many people to sign up in that little short weekend that a guy named Tarl called me. And I'm thinking, who in the heck is Tarl? So he calls me and wants to talk, and it was there. I went fast start gold.
Wow.
And that weekend, and it was an awesome weekend. And so all of a sudden I'm realizing, I've got a job. I don't have to go and find that 9-to-5 job that everyone tells me when I can take a break or lunch, or you can't have a vacation until a year later. So
right.
Wonderful.
Well, very cool. That I love to hear everybody's startup stories and everything. Now, you said about Pastor Jerry's diabetes. How has that benefited from Plexus?
Well, in 06, September, I was diagnosed as a type 2 diabetic. If on your meter reading 100 is normal, I was 7 times that. I spent 3 days in a hospital in Houston, Mississippi, and when I came out, I was taking 4 insulin shots a day. And I would continue to take 4 insulin shots a day for the next 4 years. In fact, I had been told that I would be insulin dependent for the rest of my life. Then when Debra started taking Plexus Slim, I said, well, I'll support it, and I'll do it with her, because she's always supported me in the ministry, like she said. And so I started drinking it, and wasn't long, I started experiencing more energy, sleeping better at night, and I thought, well, yeah, I'm going to take this product and I'm going to invest in it. It's investing in me. And the Slim became the catalyst for several things to change. I got out and started walking every day, and I've walked up to 11 miles a day now, and used to I had a hard time just walking down to the mailbox and back. But my blood sugar started coming down, and I never did anything unless my doctor told me, gave me permission to change things. And by the end of 2010, and we got into Slim April of 10.
That's right.
By December, I was completely off of my 4 insulin shots a day, and I haven't had a shot of insulin since. So that's what it's done for me as far as the sugar is concerned.
Wow, that is an incredible, incredible difference there. That is so inspiring to know. Both you and Coach Cuevas have come off of insulin dependency, so I think that is really amazing. Now, talk to us a little bit about being a diamond couple. I think that is the coolest thing. I love that the fact that we can, have our spouses work the business with us and everybody benefit, but to be a diamond couple, that's got to be amazing.
Well, I absolutely pinched myself. And with Lindland, I remember the very first kind of big check that we got. I was sitting at the bar, and I was totaling up how much they had deposited into our account. And so Jerry walked by, and he said, "What you doing?" And I'm like, "I'm adding up how much they put in our account." And he said, "You added wrong." And I'm like, "Oh, okay." So I went back and re-added, and I said, "No, that I added right." He said, "Debra, they did not put that in our account." And I'm like, "I know, I can't believe it either. Can you?" So that Monday morning, I went and checked it out, and sure enough, it was there. But being a diamond couple, oh my goodness. Alfred, the very first time whenever we met him, he said, "Debra," he said, "if you stick with this, I promise you, you're going to be making 5,000. You're going to be making that much a month." And I thought, right, I don't believe any of that. And then a little bit later, he mentioned, and we met that. And then a little bit later, he said, "If you keep at it, then it's going to be that much more, and I'm like, Well, it was, and then I'm telling you, whenever he tells me something, I believe it now, because everything he has said has come true. It has been amazing. A diamond couple. Well, let me just tell you this. Whenever we met Dave Brown, and he is the co-developer of Plexus Slim, and just such a neat, humble man, and you can feel how honest and truthful he is. He's just and caring. He's just like Tarl and Alfred, just so caring, and Alec. But anyway, when talking with him, I said, Dave, where is this company really going? I mean, because I'd already heard Alfred, and so I wanted to hear what Dave thought. And he says, Deborah, and he mentioned several companies, and he said, do you know those? And I said, not really. And then he mentioned some more, and I said, yeah, I know those. He said, well, they have a product that's kind of okay. He said, but we have a product that works. He said, I promise you, if you stick with it, your husband will be able to do ministry work and not have to take any income. And I don't know if anyone understands that, but when you go into ministry, it's not about income. It's about serving the Lord, strictly serving the Lord. So that really spoke to my heart that we would be able to do something like that. That would be awesome. And so as a diamond couple, what do you think? Was Dave Brown right?
Dave Brown was right. But when I think about the finances, we were coming back from Arkansas one night, and Sheila was leading a call, and I had just turned Emerald, and she had asked me if I would be on the call that evening, and I said sure. And so Sheila had asked a question or two about finances and all, and having been announced Emerald, on the way back I was just telling people the money's deposited into Deborah's account. She had an earlier multi-level marketing company she was in, and she had her account set up. And so I told her, you just have everything put in that, and I'll keep my account separate, and then if you ever want to get out of it or whatever, you can do it. So we've always left it like that. So I was telling Sheila, it was really exciting for me because each month Deborah was giving me $200 for my work in Plexus. And then there were a number of people that started laughing on the phone, and Sheila came back, and I'll never forget, she said, Deborah, he has no idea what he's making? And Deborah was like, shut up, shut up, shut up. And so that was really a rude awakening for us.
He does know now. And Linda Lynn, let me just tell you that whenever we I guess a couple of Christmases ago, he gave me some earrings, some diamond speck earrings. I mean, diamond earrings. And so anyway, they were really pretty. Of course, that was probably all we could afford. And then we went to Maui, and he brought me he purchased a beautiful sea turtle that has sapphires and a few diamonds on it. And I'm like, oh, that's pretty too. So here it is. When we both reached diamond, I'm thinking, oh boy, I'm going to get it. Come Christmas, boy, there's no telling what I'm going to have under that Christmas tree. Well, would you like to know what we got or what I got under my Christmas tree? Yeah.
Absolutely.
Okay. It was big. It's red, and it's a Massey Ferguson tractor.
I love it. I love it. That sounds like a gift my husband would give to me.
Absolutely. But we've also purchased, it's not all about money, but I told you we live in the church's manse, and so we've been able to purchase 30 acres. That's what the tractor's for, that we're going to have a ball on, and we can't wait to build wonderful memories with our kids and grandkids there.
Now, you guys have been able to bless the church even with this, haven't you?
We have been. With some of the checks that we got a number of years ago, Deborah and I were able to take a bunch of kids that had never been to church camp for the first time. And we did it as an honor to Tarl and Alfred and Alec, and we took a picture and sent it out there to them. But we paid their whole way and all of their expenses, and gave them a little bit of money to spend on the side. We were able to go out and hire an additional minister at the church. That gives us 3 ministers at the church now. Before Plexus, it was just one of us. And, so we were able to hire a minister to work with young couples. We've been able to help finance the youth programs at the church. And let me just say this past year, 93% of the churches in America did not meet their budget. We went well over our budget here at Enon, and we're in a very small county, and it's a county that has very little industry, but we've been richly blessed by the Lord, and I just believe this. It's a principle in Scripture. If you sow sparingly, you reap sparingly, but if you sow bountifully, you're going to reap bountifully, and the Lord has richly blessed us.
That is so cool. We just did a thing at our church last week, or 2 weeks ago. Pastor passed out envelopes with different denominations of money in it so that we could do the same thing and, build money for missions before our missions conference. So there's a lot of us that saw the potential to use that with our Plexus business on top of it. So that's very, very cool. Thank you guys for being on with us today, taking the time out of your Saturday. I love that you're in front of your Plexus stockpile back there behind you.
Well, this is the, I was going to do it in my kitchen, but, the light was not good in there, so we just came to the Ackerman warehouse. So this, you're seeing a peek, just a tiny scene of the Ackerman warehouse. So if anyone's ever in the area, y'all come on down. We'd love to have you here.
Awesome, awesome. Thank you guys again so much for being on with us and taking part of this. We have seen over 1,000 viewers on at one time today, so it's just been a real blessing for me to see this come through and have such great speakers like you guys.
Well, you are a blessing. Thank you for your time.
Thanks, guys. Y'all have a good one. Talk to you soon.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.